Oliver Pichuan Luthier here, and now that we have roughly shaped the neck, just roughly, and it's the pencil lines are still showing where the actual fretboard is going to go on here, and as you can see from this, that we have the pencil lines are giving us about a 32nd of an inch on each side extra on the neck to the fretboard. The fretboard's actually the finished size. So when we glue that on, then we're going to take a rasp and we'll take it down the rest of the way the neck, and we'll do the final shaping on the neck. But right now what we're going to do is adjust the dovetail. And in an earlier video I cut this dovetail and also the dovetail on the neck here. And so what we're going to do now is fit this to the body. And so we'll put this in here. This slides in here like this. And what we want to do is we want to check it. I've marked the midline here and here, so we can put our straight edge there, and we can see if we need to adjust the neck to one side or the other. And when we look at this, it looks pretty good. It looks to me like the neck just has to go slightly that way, just very slightly that way, like that. Otherwise it's fine. If we check the axis of it this way, coming down, we can see that it's actually parallel to the body. So that's a good sign. It's not tipping one way or the other. We want to have this so it's parallel, because the fretboard is going to not only sit on the neck, but it's going to also sit here on the body. So to get this really a good joint, I have cut back these slightly at an angle so that they don't just come, because this is curved and we want that curve to match. So I've done that. And now what we're going to do is take a piece of sandpaper, and what I've done is I've put some, not glued, but I put on some duct tape on the back of it, because the sandpaper has a tendency to tear when we do this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set this sandpaper in here like this, set that sandpaper in there, and then we're going to, just with not a whole lot of pressure because it'll trap it in there, we're just going to pull it back, and it'll adjust this curve to be with the curve of the body, because we want to have it so it's just an absolutely perfect fit. So we have that. That looks pretty good there. We come over to this side and see how we do here. Need a little bit off of this side too. So we'll pull this through. Also, you'll probably notice that the neck might be a little bit, this side, a little proud of the body on that axis. And so the more we take off of this, it also allows the dovetail to go deeper down into the female portion of it, which can allow it to slide back a little further. So the reason for that duct tape on the back of this paper is twofold. It's slick, so it allows the paper to slide against the body, and it also keeps the sandpaper from wrinkling and tearing. When you do this, be careful when you draw the sandpaper that you don't lift it up, because if you do, it's going to take more off of the front there. So you want to actually, when you pull it, you want to have it slightly, I'm exaggerating this so you can see it, slightly down like that rather than up like that. Okay, so if we look at that joint right there, you can see that that joint is just as tight as can be. That's perfect right there. And so now we'll check it again for our orientation to make sure that it's going in the right directions here. My camera work, I know it leaves a lot to be desired, but okay, so that is perfect. It's right in the center of our spine that's going in through the neck, and it's right on both parts there, so that's perfect. And this way it's also Absolutely perfect. So we've adjusted the neck and it'll be ready for gluing on. The reason that we do this now, before we put the fretboard on, is once this fretboard's on there, there's no way we can draw the sandpaper through. It'll be blocking our passage. So be sure to do that. I also allow the heel here portion to stick out a little bit. I'm going to trim that off later, and then we're going to put a heel plate on that later. I hope this was useful and enjoyable, and if you have any comments, or leave them below, and please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.